Dear students, how are you? I hope you all are fine with your sirs and madams. Dear students, I must welcome all of you to my virtual class from Virtual Studio Sundargarh. You know, we all, as a human beings, we want to live happily, enjoyably, and in beautifully, and want to see the beauty of nature. Okay, so once the great English poet John Keats says, "A things of beauty is joy forever." In Oriya also Radhanath Ray କହିଛନ୍ତି, ସୁନ୍ଦର ତୃପ୍ତିର ଅବସାଦ ନାହିଁ ଯାହା ଯେତେ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ ନୂଆ ଦିଶୁଥାଏ. So dear students, today we will discuss a follow-up lesson of class 7th. Here the poet A.E. Houseman, who is a lover of nature, narrates and describes very vividly and enjoyably the poem The Loveliest of Trees. So let me go to the smartboard to discuss the poem. Okay. Dear students, I am Umakanta Budek, Government UP School Kurumkel Sabdaga Block, Sundargarh. Today we shall recite the poem and discuss your follow-up lesson poem of class 7, the Loveliest of Trees. Okay. So here, look at some pictures. What are these? These are some flowers. Okay, these are some flowers. It is a symbol of what? Beauty. It is a symbol of beauty. Sundara. आमे जेतले गोटे फूल आमे देखुछु कोन केमती लागे हमको बहुत सुंदर एटा बहुत खुशी लागे एटा देखि करी जेतले आमे भूली जाऊ हमर दुख we forget our sorrow and sad when we see some flowers in the garden. Okay, so एटा what is the name of that flowers? Mandara phulo, hibiscus, marigold, lotus, rose. These are some flowers. Okay, which are it is a beauty of nature. Prakriti gote sundara jinisa. Okay, look at next. There are two sceneries here. Which place do you like most? Go चित्रटी तुमको भल लगुच ये कौ स्थान भल लगुच ऑटोमेटिकली और obviously we select this one. We select this one. Why? Because it is a scene where so many flowers and the natural things are there which to see which we forget our sorrow or sad. Here it is a barren land. Okay, so obviously we like these pictures. Okay, so here the poet A.E. Houseman write the poem Loveliest of Trees. Now we recite the poem. Okay. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now is hung with bloom along the bough, and stands about the woodland right, wearing white for Easter tide. Now of my 80 year and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 70 spring a score, only leaves me 50 more. And seems to look at things in bloom. 50 springs are little room. About the woodland I go, to see the cherry hung with snow. To see the cherry hung with snow. Okay. Again, we recite against one. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now is hung with bloom along the bough, and stands about the woodland right, wearing white for Easter tide. Now of my 80 years and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 70 springs a score. Only leave my 50, it will leave me 50 more. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodland I go, to see the cherry hung with snow, to see the cherry hung with snow. Okay, here cherry, a small sweet fruits, এটা আমরা বজারে মধ্যে দেখিବାକୁ পাও, hung with blooms, ripe cherry hanging from tree, or the cherry trees with full of flowers. Then boughs, that is branches, ଗଛର ଶାଖା ଗୁଡ଼ିକ. Woodland, forest area, ବନଭୂମି, ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ଯେଉଁ ଥାଏ ସେଇ ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ଏରିଆ, ବନଭୂମି ସେଇଟା. Easter tide, the Easter time, Easter festival time of Christians, brothers and sisters. ସେଇ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟିଆନ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟ ଧର୍ମର ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀ ମାନଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ବ ସମୟ, ଇଷ୍ଟର ସମୟ, ଇଷ୍ଟର ପର୍ବ ସମୟ. ଏଟାକୁ ଇଷ୍ଟର ଟାଇଟ୍ ବା ଇଷ୍ଟର ଟାଇମ୍ ବୋଲି ମଧ୍ୟ କୁହାଯାଏ. ସ୍କୋର, that is 20. Score mean 20 को गोटे score बोली कहा जाए. Okay, so here we discuss the poem now. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now. That is, the cherry is now, the cherry is loveliest of trees. Now means in spring season. In every year they have a spring, or we have a spring seasons, and in that seasons, mainly in England, cherry trees are common. Because a houseman is an English poet, so in England, cherry trees are very common. So now that means in spring, the cherry trees, these are the loveliest of trees. ସବୁଥିରୁ ବହୁତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ତମ ଗଛ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଚେରି ଟ୍ରି, କାହିଁକି ନା which is hung with bloom along the bough, which is hung with bloom, hung with flowers along with the bough, say branches, along the branches. So in the branches of the cherry trees, the cherry flowers, they blooms, and they looks white, they looks very attractive. Okay, and stand about the woodland right, wearing white for Easter tide. They stand the both side of the woodland right, that is woodland path. ବନଭୂମିର ସେ ରାସ୍ତା ଯେଉଁ ଥାଏ, ଗୋଟେ ଜଙ୍ଗଲିଆ ରାସ୍ତା, ତାର ଉଭୟ ପଟରେ ଏମାନେ କ'ଣ ସେଇ ଚେରି ଗଛ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି. They stands about the woodland right, woodland path, and wearing white for Easter tide. Mainly in Easter festivals time, the Christians brothers and sisters, they wear white dresses. They dressed in white dress. So just like them, the cherry tree, here the cherry tree, the cherry tree blooms, all the branches and the flowers there, they look white and look the white dressed to enjoy, to participate in what? In Easter tide. Say Easter पर्व समय ये मध्य से चेरी गछ मध्य कौन करिछि, धला ड्रेस पिंधि करी जेमिति कि से प्रतीक्षा करिछि, अपेक्षा करिछि कौन को से ईस्टर पर्व शामिल हेबा पई. Okay, so loveliest of tree, the cherry now the cherry tree is very loveliest than other trees. They hangs with bloom along the bough, and stand about the woodland right, stand along the woodland path. What for? And wearing white for what? For Easter tide. Okay, बुझी हला. तो से चेरी गछ धला फूल फुटिक जेमिति कि धला पोशाक पिंधिछि एवं से अपेक्षा करिछि कौन को से ईस्टर टाइड रे शामिल हेबा पई. सते जेमिति सेमति दिसुछि रास्तार उभय पटरे चेरी गछ गुडी को धला दिसुछंती. एटा कवि एठी वर्णना करिसंती. ओके, नेक्स्ट. Now of my 60 years and 10, 20 will not come again, and take from 70 springs a score. It only leaves me 50 more. So now, of my 3 scores years and 10. Just before I say score means what? Score means 20 years. 20 years. 3 scores means 20 into 3. 20 into 3. Here 20 into 3. 60 plus 20 scores and 10 means 20 into 3. 60 plus 10 is equal to 70 years. 70 years. In Bible, according to Bible, the lifespan of a human being or lifespan of a human is 70 years. Bible हिसाब गोटे मनीष 70 वर्ष पर्यंत बंची पारे. So here the poet narrates, now of my 3 scores years and 10, 3 scores years and 10, 20 will not come again. 20 will not come again. Why? Because the poet is now, he is in 20 years. तांकु वर्तमान 20 वर्ष हे गलानी. So he already lived 20 years. 20 वर्ष से रही सारिलेनी. So सेठी से कहउजंती, and take from 70 spring a score, it only leaves me 50 more. So out of 70 I have already lived 20 years. I have already enjoyed 20 years. Then only I have 70 minus 20, that is only I have 50 years. Only I have 50 years. Okay, so now of my 3 scores years and 10, 20 will not come again. I have already finished, I have already enjoyed that 20. And take from 70 springs. In every year we have a spring. In every year we have a spring. So in 70 years we have 70 springs. Out of that 70 springs, I have already completed 20 springs. So only I have 50 more. It only leaves me 50 more. केवल मो पाखरे आउ 50 वर्ष अछि माने 50 टी स्प्रिंग्स बा बसंत ऋतु मो पाखरे अछि. Okay. So then and since to look at the things in bloom, and since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. 50 springs are little room. And about the woodland I go to see the cherry hung with snow. So and since to look at things in bloom, से जो फूल फुटिथिबा फूल गछ गुडी को देखिबा पई मु ताको एन्जॉय करिबा, टू लुक एट द थिंग्स, टू एन्जॉय द थिंग्स इन ब्लूम, 50 springs are not sufficient. It is very little room. Little rooms means little time, a small time, a stipulated time, a small time. It is not sufficient for me. So these 50 springs are very little for me. It is little room. About the woodland, I go to see the cherry hung with snow. About the woodland, say Bonabhumiku, to go, I have to go to the woodland. What for? To see the cherry hung with snow. That means I have to see the beauty of nature. I have to see the beauty of nature. I have to enjoy the life happily, beautifully. So these 50 years is not sufficient for me. It is not. It is very stipulated time for me, these 50 years. So I don't want to spend this time, and I want to enjoy these 50 years in the woodland and enjoy the cherry trees which blooms white and which are hung with snow. Mainly in spring seasons in England, snows also falls. बरफ तुषार पड़े, गछ मान तुषार पड़ जाए चेरी गछ उपरे, ताहा पुणी सेतेबेले मध्य धला दिसुथाए. से धला वस्त्र पिंधिला परि धला फूल फुटिला बेले मध्य धला दिसुथाए. एवं सेतेले फली थाए, फल धरिथिला समय रे बरफ बा तुषार पड़िगिरी गछ गुड़िक ए चित्र देखुथिबे. देखंतु, लुक एट द पिक्चर्स. एठी देखो सेठी से तुषार पड़ी गछ गुड़िक धला धला दिसुंती. बोथ साइड ऑफ द वुडलैंड पा अछंती. Okay. Now I summarize the poem. We shall just read the summary. The poet, a houseman, is a lover of nature. He is from England. He is from England. In England, cherry trees are very common and they bloom mainly in spring. He tells now the cherry tree is a loving as ripe cherries are hanging from its branches. As it is winter, snow is falling on the cherry trees on the pathway of the woodland. Okay, on the pathway of the woodland. So it seems as it wears a white dress for Easter festival time. Easter festival time. He thinks that according to Bible, the average lifespan of a human is 70 years. The poet is then 20 years. He has only 50 years to live. So he just has 50 springs to see, but to see the beautiful nature and the loveliest of its creation, the time of 50 years is not enough to enjoy the loveliest sceneries. So he goes around the woodland and watch the cherry hung with snow. Okay. So here the poet A. Houseman is a lover of nature. Is a lover of nature. से प्रकृति को बहुत भल पाउथिले. He is from England. से इंग्लैंड रो थिले. In England, cherry trees are very common, साधारण, and they bloom mainly in spring. बसंत ऋतु में mainly एटा फुटे. It tells now the cherry tree is loveliest as ripe cherries are hanging from its branches. As it is in winter, snow is falling on the cherry tree on the pathway of the woodland. Okay, so it seems as it wears a white dress for Easter festival time. Kobinko Motore he is a lover of nature. He is from England. So England atanti. In England, cherry trees are very common. सेठी साधारण चेरी गछ बहुत देखा मिले. दे ब्लूम मेनली इन स्प्रिंग. बसंत ऋतु एटा प्राय फुटी थाए, फूल फुटी थाए, ब्लूम. एंड ही टेल्स हाउ द चेरी ट्री इज द लवलीएस्ट. किपरि चेरी ट्री गुड बहुत सुंदर देखा जानती केते बेले जेते बेले एज राइप चेरीज आर हैंगिंग फ्रॉम इट्स ब्रांचेस. जेते पाचिला चेरी फल गुड़िक गछरे झुलुतांती सेते बेले branches as it is in winter showing is falling on the cherry trees on the pathway of the woodland. Hela, so as it is in winter jetale shita ritu heithae, snow is falling on the cherry trees, gacha upare pade, and kona hue on the pathway of the woodland, jangala bono rasta re jetebele ei kono cherry gacha gudi ubhay patore thanti ta upare jetale pade snow sem kemti dise seta. So it seems as it wears a white dress. केमती दिसे जेमती से गोटे धला वस्त्र परिधान कर पिंधि कौन पाई फॉर ईस्टर फेस्टिवल टाइम. ईस्टर पर्व समय रे से भाग नेबा पाई से समय से एंजॉय करिबा पाई से धला जेमती कि धला वस्त्र पिंधि. ओके, he thinks that according to Bible से भावजंती जेमती बाइबल अनुसारे the average lifespan of human is 70 years. The average lifespan of human is 70 years. 70 years. To the poet is then 20 years. सेतेबेले तांको 20 वर्ष हो जाइतिला. He is then 20 years. So he has only 70 minus 20 is equal to 50 years to live. 50 years to live. तांको 50 वर्ष बंचिबार अछि. So he just has 50 springs to see. 50 years means 50 springs. So he just has 50 springs to see. But to see the beauty of nature and the loveliest of its creation, तार से सृष्टि से सुंदरता देखिबा पाई, the time of 50 years is not enough, not sufficient to enjoy the loveliest scenery. से सुंदर दृश्य देखिबा पाई एंजॉय करिबा सुंदरता को, that 50 years is not sufficient, that 50 years is not enough to enjoy. Okay, सेटा देखिबाकू ता पई सेटा सफिशिएंट समय नुहे सो ही गोज अराउंड द वुडलैंड से तेणु से वुडलैंड को से शीघ्र जिबे से तरबर अछंती शीघ्र जिबे एंड वाच द चेरी हंग्स विथ स्नो सेई चेरी गछ गुडिक जहा कि माने तुषार रे पूर्ण ता ऊपर तुषार पड़ी धला दिसबे ताकू से देखिबे एन्जॉय करिवे जीवन को उपभोग करिवे ओके okay now we have some vocabularies now we shall discuss these vocabularies fill in the blanks by using the given options there are some options here so we have to enjoy we have to fill the blanks or write the appropriate answers here from the given option about which trees does the poet describes in the first stanza yes student look at the green board what cherry very good cherry about cherry trees the poet describes in the stanza okay the cherry tree bishoyre କହିଛନ୍ତି very good thank you sit down now how many years are there in three scores how many years are there 10
20
not 20 three scores how many years are there in three scores
50
not 60 years in one score that is 20 so in three scores 20 into 3 is equal to 60 so the right answer is what the right answer is 60 the right answer is 60 okay
60
next 60 next how many years does the poet complete in this poem how many years does the poem complete in this poem kete barsha se complete kari sari janti what kono kohati gautare 20 very good 20 years the poet is completed or has complete how many years 20 years okay 20 years what is the normal lifespan according to bible what is the normal lifespan according to bible 30 years 70 years 90 years or 100 years 70 years okay 70 you are correct 70 years 70 years the cherry tree covers with dash to look white cloth snow cotton none of these the cherry tree is covered with dash to look white धला दिसुला देखिबाकू चेरी ट्री ऊपर कोन सब ढांकी हेतिला को आंसर जो छता सर्गी
white gold
what
white gold
no not white cloth anyone any others who can answer correctly is it white cloth no cotton जोटा कपा सूता सेटा की और none of these कोटा हवा आंसर who can say answer very good snow means what तुषार आइस बरफ तुषार सोडा रुआ पर एमती थाए तुषार देखी जन नहीं तुषार स्नो so the cherry tree is covered with snow to look white okay then the snow then we have another activity that is activity 2 find the rhyming words in the poem one is done for you gote कराय तुम पाई rhyming words you know in every stanza we have a rhyming word that is mainly fallen on the first sentence and third second and fourth well in this poem we have here look at the poem here cherry now along the bough so that is now bough they are rhyming words yes or no now bow then right tight okay In the next, here, that is 10, 10. In the next line, that is, प्रथम धाड़ी रे 10 अच्छी, next धाड़ी रे तार rhyming word कौन? कौन पिला माने? कोह कौन हबो? Again, again,
Again.
again. That is score, 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 score. In the last line, that is 50 more.
More.
So score more. Yes or no? Then and scenes to look at things in bloom. 50 springs a little room. So here bloom. Then it is what? The rhyming word of bloom is. Who can say? Bloom. The rhyming word of this line is bloom. That is room. The rhyming word is
Roof.
room. Then it is go, go, and what?
Snow. Snow.
Very good. Snow. And now bow. Then right. What? Tight.
It.
Tight. There is not it. Right. Tight. Right. Tight. Then 10. Again.
Again.
And again. Very good. Score. Score. Who can say score? The next line.
More.
Last one. More.
More.
More. Then bloom. Last anja. Bloom.
Room. Roof.
Room.
Room.
Bloom. Room. Then go. Go.
Snow.
Sorry.
So.
Very good. Snow. Go. Snow. Okay. Then come to the next activity. That is, do as per examples given. Here we have woodland. It is a noun. Woodland is a noun. Yes or no? Just to discuss the grammar here. So woodland noun. Here wood also a noun and land is also a noun. It consists of two nouns, or we add now wood and land, then it becomes woodland. आमे wood एवं land, wood बोध गोटे noun, land मध्य noun, ताको आमे जोड़ी दबा देले woodland गोटे noun हो जाउची. Yes or no? Woodland, that is wood plus land. Wood plus land. Like this, table lamp means table plus what? Table plus lamp. Table plus lamp. Very good. Table plus lamp. Table lamp. Okay. Then bathroom. Bath plus room. Bath plus room. Then storybook. Who can say?
Story plus book. Story plus book.
Story plus book.
Book.
Story plus book. That is storybook. Okay. Wall clock.
Wall plus
Another
clock.
Give a chance to.
Clock.
Very good. Give clock. Give chance to other student also. Wall plus clock. Wall clock. Then water bottle. Last line. Water bottle. Water bottle. Who can?
Water plus bottle.
Water plus bottle. Water plus bottle. Yes, water bottle. So here we have two nouns, and by adding these two nouns we get the noun. Okay. Then come to the next. Now we discuss the comprehension question. So what is the poem about? Raise your hand.
The poem is about. The poet is about cherry tree.
About the cherry tree. The poem is about the beauty of the cherry tree during springtime. During spring. Okay. The poem is about the beauty of the cherry trees during spring time. Okay. Then where does the tree stand? Where does tree stand?
The tree stand is a woodland.
Woodland.
The tree stand is in a woodland.
Alongside of the woodland path. ଦୁଭୟ ପଟରେ ରାସ୍ତାର ଯେଉଁ ବନଭୂମି ବା ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ଭୂମିର ଯେଉଁ ରାସ୍ତା ଜଙ୍ଗଲିଆ ରାସ୍ତାର ଉଭୟ ପଟରେ ଚେରି ଗଛ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଥାନ୍ତିନି. Where does the tree stands? The cherry tree stands alongside of the woodland path. Alongside of the woodland path. Okay. Then what did the tree wear for Eastertide? Where
The
to the
trees wear
tree
white
wear-
for east right.
Very good.
The trees wear white for east right.
White snow for the Eastertide. For the Eastertide, the cherry trees, they wear what? White snow. They wear white snow. Yes, to enjoy or to participate in the Eastertide. Easter पर्व भाग नेबा पई से धला वस्त्र पिंदिला परी कोन पिंदिजी? The tree wears white snow for the Eastertide. Okay, next question. How many years are there in a score? We have already discussed. How many years are there in a score? Who can say? Who can answer? How many
In
years are
score
there
there
in a
are 20 years. In a score there are 20 years.
There are 20 years in a score. We have to write the sentence. How many years? Look at the sentence. Here, how many years there are there in a score? That means there are. We have to start the sentence from there are. Yes or no? There are how many years? 20 years. There are 20 years in a score. Okay. How many years are there in a score? There are 20 years in a score. We have to write in this manner. Okay. When we are going to write the answer of the question, we have to write the full sentence here. So, how many years are there in a score? There are 20 years in a score.
20.
Okay. There are 20 years in a score. Okay. Years in a score. So, there are 20 years in a score. Okay. We have to write in this manner. Not only 20 years are there in a score. This is not the appropriate form. So, you have to write there are 20 years in a score. Okay. Then come to the next question. What is the normal lifespan of human according to Bible? What is the normal lifespan according to the Bible? According to Bible.
According to the Bible, the normal lifespan of human.
Very, very good.
According to Bible, the normal lifespan of human is 70.
So,
According to the
normal
Bible,
life of human, the normal life of human according to Bible is 70 years. Okay, or 70 years is the normal lifespan of human according to Bible. Or ଆଉ କିପରି ଲେଖିପାରିବା? According to Bible ଆମେ କେମିତି ଲେଖିବା? According to Bible, the normal lifespan of human is 70 years. We may write in three forms. Okay, so the normal lifespan of human according to Bible is 70 years. According to Bible, the normal lifespan of human is 70 years. Yes or no? Or the normal lifespan of human is 70 years according to the Bible. Okay, we can write in these three forms. Clear? Then come to the next. How many years does he supposed to live? How many years does he supposed to live? से केते वर्ष बंचिबा पई से अनुमान से आशा करी कहउतले आशा करतले 50 years.
there are 50 years those he is supposed to live.
Is supposed to live. So the poet had already lived 20 years. The poet had already lived 20 years. So he is supposed to live another 50 years. Yes or no? We know the poet has already lived how many years? 20 years. So according to Bible it is 70. So the poet has already lived 20 years. So he is supposed to live another 50 years. Another 50 years. Clear? Then is a 50 years life is not enough to see and enjoy the nature? Is a 50 years life is not enough to see and enjoy the nature? Is the 50
No.
years? No. No. Complete the sentence. Write the complete answer. Not only no. No. Then?
No, 50
Then?
years is not enough to second enjoy the nature.
Very good. A 50 years life is not enough. No. A 50 years life is not enough to see and enjoy the nature. Okay. No. A 50 years life is not enough to see and enjoy the nature. That is enough. Enough means prachurava bahut. Hona nahi. So 50 years is not enough to see and enjoy the nature.
Hello.
Okay. Enough. That is enough. Then, why is the poet in a hurry to go to the woodland? Why is the poet in a hurry to go to the woodland? କାହିଁକି ସେ ତରବର ହଉଥିଲେ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ? କଣ ପାଇଁ ସେ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ ସେମିତି?
The poet wants more and more to enjoy nature, but 50 years is not enough to enjoy beauties of nature.
Yeah. So he is hurried to go to the woodland. Okay. Very good. Very good. So the poet is in a hurry to go to the woodland. At first you have to write the poet is. Is को हमें लगाइबा. एटा वाला main verb एठरे हमर verb को नेबा. The poet is in a hurry to go to the woodland because कारण कोन he does not have enough time. तांको पाखरे अधिक समय नथिला. Only 50 years थिला. So he has not enough. He has not have enough time to see and enjoy the beautiful nature. So the poet is in a hurry to go to woodland. Okay. କାହିଁକି ସେ ତରବର ହଉଥିଲେ କାହିଁକି ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ତରତର ହେଇ ଯାଉଥିଲେ? Because the poet is in a hurry to go to the woodland. କାରଣ କଣ? Because he does not have enough time. ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆଉ ଅଧିକ ସମୟ ନଥିଲା to enough time to left to see and enjoy the beauty of nature. ପ୍ରକୃତିର ସୁନ୍ଦରତା ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଏନ୍ଜୟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କ ସମୟ ନଥିଲା ଯେହେତୁ ତରବର ହଉଥିଲେ. Okay. Okay, students, then you have a homework. Recite the poem 3 to 4 times loudly. तुमे 2-3 थर 3-4 थर जोर रे बा भलो करी poem को recite करिवो and write the poem also 2 or 3 times. Okay. Thank you, students.